Look who it is. Tanner, say hello.
Morning.
All right, boys. We are headed to the Cal Sag. Gotta stop at 7-Eleven, get some drinks. We'll be on the road. It is 3:45 a.m. All right, guys, heading to Cal Sag right now. This is the first tournament of the year. I'm doing this new series where I'm pretty much going to film every tournament I fish and post it. So, I mean, basically what that means is that, you know, if I do bad, you're going to see it. If I do good, you're going to see it. Share with you what I learned, successes, failures, all that stuff. So it'll be good. Haven't got out to practice this one. I went out 2 weeks ago, but it was too early. Northern Illinois, it was early March. I mean, we still have ice on these lakes sometimes early March, so water was in the 30s, high 30s, so I didn't really get to learn a lot. So we'll see. We're just gonna go out there and fish, you know, fish the moment, like your boy Iconelli says or whatever, and see what's up. So we'll see. I mean, I got a feeling it's gonna be pretty tough. I have a feeling that first place today is gonna catch them, like catch a good bag, but I think the rest of the field is gonna have a harder time. Let's go, baby. All right, so we're gonna stop it right here. This tournament didn't go how I wanted it to go, and I did something that I've learned not to do a long time ago and still ended up doing it. So the most important thing in fishing is following your gut, trusting your gut, doing what you think you should do, even if it's like the non-unpopular thing. The way, honestly, that's like a good life advice too. Always trust your gut. But at this fishery, there's two ways you can go. You can go up through the lock, and up there is like a river that kind of feeds in Lake Michigan, and then another lake. Or you can stay below the lock, which is essentially like a canal, and it's river fishing. Typically below the lock, you catch a lot more fish. They're not as big usually, but you can get a lot more. You can usually get bit. So naturally, with like the groupthink, I went up through the lock. And you'll see what happens there. So we came back down with 0 fish. That entire time up there, I never really had a plan. So the water was very cold. And the reason my gut was telling me to stay below the lock, because below the lock, the water was in the morning like 45, which, you know, you might think, oh, that's not that cold. But above the lock, especially when close to the lake, it was like 38, 37. And it's been cold. And even down right above the lock, it was low, 41, maybe in the morning, 42. But that water below the lock heats up way quicker. So I knew that you get more bites down there, but I still went up there anyway. So what you're seeing now is me coming back down from the lock, and I only have about 2.5 hours of fish, which is a decent amount of time. But I mean, I had nothing. I caught nothing up there. I had one fish on. I don't even know if I'm gonna include it in this video. If you saw it, then I decided to include it after the fact. So I had one fish on and no other bites. Caught a couple drum. It just, for me, I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really get to practice it how I wanted to. It was early, it was cold. I wasn't getting the vibes. It wasn't the right place for me. That's why I said lock down. Dude. 1. Okay, right there is with 30 minutes of me being below log, I have 2. So I'm pumped. I'm like, oh, great. I still have 2 hours left. Could for sure get, a few more. So I was at that point, I was pretty much thinking I was gonna get 5. And keep in mind, this was a tougher tournament too. So it was only gonna take, in my head, it was only gonna take 11 pounds to get a check. In my head, I thought if I get 11 pounds, I get a check. So it ended up being actually, I think, high 11. It might have been, it might have taken 11 or 12. It might have taken like high 11. That doesn't matter. What matters is like what I thought was going to happen. So I thought if I get 11 pounds, I get a check. So I have these 2 fish. I mean, they're both small, but I'm like, a couple of decent bites, and I'm right there. So that one I just lost was a good one for there. A good one for there is a high 2, low 3. I saw it flash really quickly. I saw its body just for a split second. I mean, it definitely wasn't a little one. He kind of just got me wrapped up on this. If you can kind of tell, those poles are rusty. He must have got me on the wrong side of it. I was using 15-pound test because in the springtime I usually like to go a little lighter. I was using a lighter quarter ounce weight. It's a little more finessey when it's tough. But yeah, so that sucks. I mean, that would have been one that could have got me to the weight I wanted to, but yeah, stuff happens when you're fishing. So that was the last one I caught. That one was decent. That was like a 2.5. Again, that was a good one. If I just had more time on there, it's who knows what happened. Who knows what happened? But just decision making and trusting your guts is the most important part. That's the whole point of this whole thing. It's not that I'm trying to complain about not catching fish, not doing well. It's just that I knew in my gut I should have been down there. Also, I committed to recording all these tournaments. So, I mean, what that means is that you guys get to see the ones I do good in, the ones I do bad in. Not always just the ones where you get a check. I mean, that's the reality of bass fishing is you're going to have, more failures than you have successes. And, it just makes the successes that much better when you do get them. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And, stay tuned. Please subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to be pumping out tournament videos all year long. If you are interested in like the psychology and just kind of like what goes through tournament fishermen, like what tournament fishing is all about, and just kind of like even if you are a tournament fisherman, if you just enjoy this type of content, please like, subscribe. I'll be doing more of these, all year long. I think I'm committed to 18 tournaments. All my single tournaments, fishing by myself, I'm going to be recording them. So it's going to be a lot of tournament content coming. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.